Hello students. In our today's lecture we will discuss next stanzas from the poem Television written by Roald Dahl. Students, in our previous lectures we discussed that in this poem the poet is advising to the children that instead of watching TV they should read books. He is also describing the damage that television is doing to the children. In the text of the poem which we discussed in our previous lectures, we also discussed that television is such kind of a thing that spoils the thinking power of the children, and it also makes them dull. So it becomes clear from the previous discussion that television can put very harmful effects upon the thinking power of the children. So let us today begin with our next stanzas from the same poem. One half their lives was reading books. The nursery shelves held books galore. Books cluttered up the nursery floor and in the bedroom by the bed. More books were waiting to be read. Such wondrous, fine, fantastic tales of dragons, gypsies, queens, and whales, and treasure isles and distant shores. One half their lives was reading books. The nursery shelves held books galore. Books cluttered up the nursery floor. In these lines, the poet Roald Dahl says that children in the past, they entertained themselves. Before the invention of the television, they entertained themselves by reading lot of books. They spent almost half of their lives means half of their time in reading books only. They had books on their nursery shelves. Nursery means a room where the young children used to play. So there were books and books everywhere in the nursery where the young children used to play. Books cluttered up the nursery floor, and in the bedroom by the bed more books were waiting to be read. The floor of the nursery remained cluttered with books. They had books in their bedroom also, in the bedroom of the children. They kept their books by the bed. More books were waiting to be read. The children in past times, they kept their books by the bed and read them before they went to sleep. Such wondrous, fine, fantastic tales of dragons, gypsies, queens, and whales. The poet then here is describing the different kinds of books which the children in past times used to read. He says that in those books there were stories of dragons, gypsies, or queens and whale, and treasure isles. Isle means islands. There were stories regarding islands, treasure islands, and distant shores where smugglers rode with muffled oars. He says that in those books there were stories regarding the dragons, gypsies, queens, whales, treasure islands, and distant shores, distant edges of the sea, where smugglers rode with muffled oars. Oars means which we call chappu. in Punjabi, where smugglers rode with muffled oars. And in those stories, the smugglers, the sea robbers, smugglers rode with muffled oars. The smugglers, the sea robbers, they used to oar with muffled oars. So in those books, there were stories of all these people. and and pirates wearing purple pants, and sailing ships and elephants, and cannibals crouching round the pot, stirring away at something hot. It smells so good, what can it be? Good gracious, it's Penelope. And pirates wearing purple pants. The poet says that there were stories about the pirates. Pirates means sea robbers. There were stories about sea robbers who used to wear purple pants, and sailing ships and elephants. There were stories regarding the ships moving forward in the sea. There were stories about elephants in those books, and cannibals crouching round the pot, stirring away at something hot. There were stories about the cannibals. Cannibals means persons who eat human flesh. Cannibals means persons who eat human flesh. They are called cannibals. There were the stories regarding the cannibals. It smells so good. What can it be? Good gracious, it's Penelope. So the poet says that the children in the past, they used to read the stories regarding different animals, persons, and things. The younger ones had Beatrix Potter with Mr. Todd the Dirty Rotter, and Squirrel Nutkin, Pigling Bland, and Mrs. Tiggy Winkle, and just how the camel got his hump, and how the monkey lost his rump, and Mr. Toad, and bless my soul, there is Mr. Rat and Mr. Mole. In these lines, also, the poet describes the different kinds of books children used to read in their past, in the past times. The poet says that the children used to read. In this stanza, the poet is mentioning names of different writers, different famous, well known writers, to whose books the children used to read in their childhood in past. uh, he is giving the names of different writers: Beatrix, Beatrix Potter, Mr. Todd, the Dirty Rotter. He is also describing various characters in those books. The poet is also describing the names of popular classics, popular literary writings for children, and some well known characters in these books. The he is describing the writer Beatrix Potter. Then he is giving the names of different characters in those books: Mr. Todd, who was the Dirty Rotter; Squirrel Nutkin; Pigling Bland; Mrs. Tiggy Winkle. Then the camel got his hump. Just how the camel got his hump, he is describing, he is mentioning this story. And how the monkey lost his rump, and Mr. Toad, and bless my soul, there is Mr. Rand and Mr. Mole. So in this stanza, the poet is mentioning different writers, the characters they have portrayed in their writings, and he is also describing different stories also. So the poet is mentioning all these things so that the children read these stories instead of watching television for long and long hours, because television has put very damaging effects upon the thinking power, upon the memory of the children. So students, Today we have covered next stanzas from the same poem. Tomorrow we will continue with our next lecture. Thank you. Thank you very much.